Live, the news on NBC6 at 11 starts now.
It has been exactly 2 weeks since a 19-year-old opened fire in the halls of Stoneman Douglas High. And today, students return to the halls for the first time, but they're returning without 17 of their classmates and teachers. With everything going on these past 2 weeks, many are finding themselves really overwhelmed by trying to cope with the tragedy.
So we brought in a psychologist to get her perspective on how to deal with all of this. NBC6 anchor Roxanne Vargas is with her right now. And Roxy, good morning.
Ladies, good morning to you. Dr. Dara Bushman, who has joined us all morning long. Dara, you were with us the day after this tragedy struck our community. We saw there in Ariadne's report, in Daryl's as well, those beautiful signs that have come from all across the community, from all across the country as well. The theme there, love, unity, and reclaiming the eagle's nest. But Dara, what happens tomorrow when these students go back? What happens in a month or 2 months from now? How do we help our students and our staff move forward?
Well, I'm already seeing them helping themselves. I really commend the students and the community and the teachers for going and making such progress and moving forward in their rights and trying to advocate for their needs. So first and foremost, that strength is what's going to lead them forward in the weeks and the months ahead. It is going to be a very hard time, and it's very important to know that it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Absolutely, and in this marathon that we push through, eventually, parents and caretakers will want their kids to go back to being 14, to being 15. So how do we help our kids, and again, the staff and the teachers, find that balance?
Well, I think number one is communicating and finding out where they're at, because what works for one child or parent or teacher is not what's going to work for other people. So communicating, finding out what they need and where they're at, how they're feeling, and where they're at in the process as far as grieving or frustration or sadness. And I think also, as we're assessing that, is having them continue with what they like to do, being consistent with activities, and creating a new norm for them.
Yeah, consistency and conversation. We saw there in Julia Bagg's report concern from some of the students there about safety, not just on campus there at Stoneman Douglas High School, but I looked at my kids twice before sending them off to school. There's a lot of concern. We hear about the copycats, and now our students, in addition to doing fire drills, are also learning how to do drills in case of an active shooter. So how do we help our kids feel safe as they go to school?
Yes, we let them know that people make poor choices, and it doesn't necessarily mean that there's bad people, but people making choices that are not optimal or well. And we create plans of safety. We talk it through with our children. We let them know what the possibilities and how we want them to be feeling, and create environments that are going to be fun and free for them to move forward.
Clinical psychologist Dara Bushman, thank you for providing your expertise and tips that we can apply. And the conversation continues, as you heard Daryl say, love and unity is the theme today. So wrapping our arms around our community and our kids. This conversation continues at 11:30 on 6th of May.